see Brock Purdy and the San Francisco 49ers taking on Baker Mayfield and the Las Vegas Raiders.
Well, the onset of fall weather, certainly a welcome occurrence for folks in Silicon Valley, and we've got football on a gorgeous day here in Santa Clara as we are situated at Levi's Stadium. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition. San Francisco 49ers. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at these 49ers as they interplay here. They're off to a terrific start, unbeaten at 5-0 through the first month and change.
And you can hang a lot of this early success on their defense, too. They're the tone setters for these guys, and the entire team feeds off of what they do.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. Under center, it's the 2017 Heisman Trophy winner as you get a look at Baker Mayfield.
And this is a game for grit, determination, and somehow finding a way not to panic. What a horrible start for them. I mean, they haven't won a game yet. So now, as a quarterback, you're not just talking to your team. You've got to demonstrate to them what they need to do to win. He's got to be the leader by how he plays.
On the first snap, here's Mayfield. He gets this to Davante Adams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down. That catch now puts him at 1,094 in his career. And in recent memory, he passed Reggie Wayne, Anquan Bolden, T.O. on the list, and now he's even with Tim Brown. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You've got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
That one, a first down pickup of 8. They go play action. Mayfield. Leaping, and he makes the grab. That one goes for 30 yards.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us for their game plan today, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. That's Drake Jackson burying him and finishing the play.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
A gain of 8 there on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
That pattern and scheme was well defensed on 3rd down. He tried to just sprint from one side of the field to the other, and they got it to him quickly. But no chance at yards after the catch there, and they stop him short.
4th down, and on comes the Raider kicker, Daniel Carlson. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. Carlson able to put this one through. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line. 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down. The numbers for McCaffrey last week. 9 carries, 58 yards, and a score.
And that's just not enough carries for a running back to get loose and really feel like he's into the game, because they have to have enough volume to establish a rhythm, not just for themselves, but also to get in sync with their offensive line so they can read the blocks properly and they can execute them. I expect them to get a minimum of 15.
Touchdown! A great effort there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big streak like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Moody good with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. 2nd drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want it to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants a drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Colton Miller, former first-round pick, called for the penalty there. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Throwing, Mayfield. Caught here by Bell. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a 1st down if not for that penalty moments ago. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Mayfield. That's complete into the hands of Myers. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. 3rd and 5. Mayfield looks to throw. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. He's already topped his receiving output from a week ago, and we're just in the 1st quarter as that's a 1st down. And he has now hit number 500. Charles, that is his 500th NFL career catch.
Definitely worthy of applause, but I remember when 500 meant you were going to the Hall of Fame. Nowadays, in today's football, 500 puts you on the path, a significant number.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Here's Mayfield. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
To throw, Mayfield. Short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
A field goal helps, but a touchdown gets you the lead. That had to be the message transmitted in the huddle. And they delivered there as that throw is going to keep the drive alive. And even better than that, set them up with a 1st and goal.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders are once again back in front. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it ends with a Las Vegas touchdown. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. He'll rifle this one deep right side. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. The Raiders with the football here to begin quarter number 2. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. This offense thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary. Yeah, I would agree with that, and what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially the skill positions. And then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit, let them catch their breath. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Mayfield to throw it. That's complete to Bell over the middle. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, 49ers. Brandon Ayuk 71 yards. And the Niners are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. It took them a while to get their speedster involved, but they found him downfield there.
And what we've discovered as we've watched games is the speedster doesn't have to have a lot of catches, doesn't have to have volume in order to have a huge impact on the game. His speed scares the heck out of defenses, and other guys can capitalize, but when you finally hit him and he carries it all the way into the end zone, that's what you're paying him for. That big threat that can make big plays on a limited number of catches.
That's how you step on the stage with your first catch, take it to the house. So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Las Vegas' offense back out there ready to go. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up second. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball in his hands a lot quicker.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on third. Now Mayfield. Pressure comes and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
That's taken on the 25. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
So here are the Niners to take over on offense. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat in this ball game as well.
Purdy to throw it on 1st down. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete. So this, Charles, on paper at least, not the most even of matchups. Polar opposite, really. I mean, on one sideline, you got the hottest team in the league, still unbeaten, and on the other side, a winless squad.
And that's why I owe you, and I owe you big, because you did email me this week to remember any given Sunday. That was a phrase you typed to me, and that's what we have to remember in this ball game. It resounds when you think about it. Unbeaten versus winless, any given Sunday, anything can happen in this league.
Always got some breathing room. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big hitter there. A 1st down gain of 26 yards.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence. And you're right, they need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. He'll buy some time right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Well, obviously, they never want to see penalties on that defense, but this one a little bit more significant there on the downfield pass play.
And coaches preach it all the time. You can't put yourself in that kind of position if you're the defender. You've got to stay in a spot far.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Christian McCaffrey, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the 49ers are able to widen their advantage. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Moody good with the extra point.
And that makes it a 21-10 game.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10.
Mayfield's throw there complete to Myers.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Mayfield on play action. Looking deep for Adams. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
They were maybe hoping for a little bit of a back shoulder fade there, and that's a play that's been in vogue the last few years in all aspects of football. But they couldn't get the hook up there.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Raider 1st down.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Mayfield off the play fake. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Sacks, a growing theme in this 1st half. This is 2nd and long. Mayfield down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
Toward the sideline, intercepted. It's Jair Brown who's got it.
And into the end zone, a pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
But no surprise to see that one, partner. The league's #1 defense coming through with a huge pick 6.
And it's plays like that one that have made them the most feared group to face this year. Offenses, they're trying to figure out how to work around them rather than work through them. Big-time impact playmakers scattered throughout the unit on every level, and they can change a game at a moment's notice.
Moody good with the extra point.
And the lead is up to 18 now. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Javon Hargrave in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
But, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this 1st half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
Meanwhile, Mayfield's throw taken in by Adams.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
They'll come up now 3rd and 9. He'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. And we check the rushing numbers so far here into Week 6, and the returns have been really good. Now, you're starting to hit that stride middle of the season toward the end. They're certainly hoping they can keep up this production.
They are, because one of the adages in the NFL is that defense trap.
And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Purdy now to throw off the play action.
This will be caught. It's Samuel. A big play there just before halftime. 53 yards. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Throwing here, Purdy.
Steps away to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal.
Now Purdy.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal. Shotgun now with Purdy.
And he's got his man in stride. Complete. Touchdown 49ers.
Brandon Ayuk
with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Niners are able to add on to their first half lead. The extra point try now for Moody.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. 5 plays there on that drive.
And it was Brandon Ayuk capping it off with the touchdown reception. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
The Raider offense heading back for one final first half drive.
And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think...
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off.
And he's giving his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Purdy now to throw. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk.
Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime.
Out of the gun, Purdy.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
And down here, 1st and goal, if it's not there, don't force it. You've got at least 2, if not 3 more shots at it. So that's a wise move to get rid of it.
Back to throw, Purdy.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And the Raiders are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And he returns this to the 22. The 49er offense set to go to begin quarter number 3. The first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Max Crosby blowing up the play and getting the sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56. Gun. He's coming.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 44 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And across the chalk into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the 49ers extend their lead yet again. On the other sideline right now, it's just absolute dejection. But, Charles, let's focus on the positive. With the lead that they've built here, they've done pretty much everything to perfection in this ball game.
They certainly have. Makes me think that their week of preparation was excellent, and they flowed into this game, and it carried over. And right now, I don't expect them to back off at all. They're playing so well, they just want to keep it going.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. The CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw here. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that will bring up 2nd down. Back to throw.
Short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer.
Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
A couple of 1st downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. The throw over the middle taken in, and he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. Nick Bosa able to get him down for a loss of 11, and it brings up 4th down. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. Taking it about the 16. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Christian McCaffrey and his 49er teammates back onto the field.
He is hoping to find the end zone for a 3rd time, and we sit now in the 3rd quarter.
And nothing would excite him more, but I think even more so, his offensive line. Anytime you've got a guy scoring that many times, that means you've done a really nice job in front of him.
You're always giving props to the big fellas up front.
It's always a good idea. Those are some massive men.
On 1st down, it's Purdy.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the 49ers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, get that water break and get on out there and play.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Now the Vegas offense heading back out there. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Now they go screen. It's complete. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. That one good for only 6, and it leaves them with a 4th down. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Found good room to run there. Returns at 14 yards. There's receiver Brandon Ayuk as San Francisco's offense returns to the field. When you're in a zone like he is, what's the conversation like on the sideline between he and his quarterback? Is that a one-way conversation of, hey, just keep getting me the football?
It actually is probably a two-way conversation because he wants to keep getting him the football because he's seeing the payoff. You know, getting the ball to that guy means yardage, and as we've seen, touchdowns in this game. So I think both of them get more and more excited about the possibilities as things continue on.
Yeah, so far it's been over 100 yards and the 2 scores. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Play action. Now Purdy.
Sliding out of the pocket. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check 56. It's got to be a long day. It's got to be a long day. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Check.
Purdy off the play fake.
Being chased out left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Here's 2nd and 10. They go play action here. Purdy.
That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. Touchdown.
And the Niners add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. And you wonder now if he might be able to remove the helmet, put on the baseball cap, and watch the rest of this one. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Moody good with the extra point.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So the drive there took 6 plays.
And it all ends with a George Kittle touchdown. Quarter.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
He'll get this underneath to Jacobs.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And that went to the right side and incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. 6-yard return after a punt of 48. The 49ers offense making its way back out there.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
2nd down and right back to McCaffrey.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Here's Purdy. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 43.
Purdy. That's caught. It's Cunningham.
A big play there for the Niners. And even 40 yards.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
McCaffrey will get into the end zone for a 49er touchdown.
Talk a lot about Christian McCaffrey and what he can do in the open field, and it's easy to gloss over how tough he can be to stop near the goal line. And he shows you just how tough he is on that carry as he takes it into the end zone.
Now Moody for the PAT.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down.
They swing that out wide to Jacobs.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Brandon, this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. They'll set up a throw.
That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
That's caught left side. Myers with it.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. Short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. On second down, Jacobs. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Instead of a 3rd and 1 run, they go pass, and they get 12 yards out of it. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Mayfield. That's caught by Myers. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. Mayfield looks to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Adams. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's second down. Going to the air again with Mayfield. And it's a fumble. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Well, CD, you and I do a lot of games together, but it is pretty rare that we do a game of this margin. I mean, this has just been total.
He's got a man, complete.
Now he's loose again.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Another touchdown here in the fourth quarter. And, Charles, I think we can start to consider that this undefeated streak of theirs is going to be safe for another week.
And, partner, you don't make it this far into a season without a loss unless you're getting contributions from both sides of the ball and sometimes even your special teams. And that's been true today. Each side helping guide them to this late lead.
Moody good with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because...
And Mayfield again with the interception, his third. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4.
Oh, my goodness, CD. I mean, this defense just continuing to dominate. They're really dominating on both sides of the ball, but for the defense, that's now 3 interceptions for them here in this ball game.
And what a great teaching tape for this defensive coordinator, right? When they go back.
And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. you better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Extra point try now for Moody.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
The Raiders offense now, they trot back out.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And that's complete to Adams. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got two more to use here in the final stages. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. To throw, Mayfield.
Got it to Bell on the out route.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
Touchdown, defense. 57's the mic. Mark 57. Come on, D. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield.
Pass taken in by Mayer.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for a Las Vegas first down.
Let's go. 57's Mike. Mike 57. Hey.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Well, that's a perfect example of how he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's game. He is just all around the football right now, isn't he?
That he is, and it's funny because I talked with the coaching staff about drills that they do in practice, and one of them is called matching hands. And as soon as that hand is launched by the quarterback, you throw up the opposite hand and match that hand with the QB, and oftentimes you're able to knock it away, as we just saw there.
3rd and 3.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. 57's the mic. Mark 57.
Now Mayfield. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for Vegas. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked up by Brandon Stevens. And the Raiders come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So So for San Francisco, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again.